Nigel Farage, a man who became synonymous with Brexit, a controversial figure who transformed British politics, and a voice that both inspired and infuriated millions. Born in Farnborough, Kent, England, on April 3, 1964, Farage's journey from a young Londoner to one of the most influential voices in UK politics is a story of ambition, controversy, and persistence. From a stockbroker in the City of London to the founder of the UK Independence Party, Farage's life is intertwined with Britain's changing relationship with the European Union, and his story reflects the rise of populist politics in the 21st century. Farage grew up in a middle-class family in Kent. His father, Guy Justice Farage, was a stockbroker of partly French descent, and his mother, Gwendolyn, was a housewife. He attended Dulwich College, one of London's prestigious schools, where he developed a keen interest in politics and debate. After finishing school, Farage pursued a career in the financial sector, starting at Barclays Bank and later working as a stockbroker at Deutsche Bank and Shearson Lehman Brothers. His experience in finance gave him insights into economic systems, markets, and government regulations, knowledge that would later inform his Eurosceptic arguments. Farage's political career officially began in the late 1980s. Frustrated with Britain's relationship with the European Union, he joined the Conservative Party, but he quickly became disillusioned by its pro-EU stance. In 1993, Farage became one of the founding members of the UK Independence Party, a small, anti-EU party that aimed to withdraw the UK from the European Union. He quickly established himself as the party's spokesperson and public face, known for his outspoken style, charismatic speeches, and sharp critiques of Brussels bureaucracy. By the 1994 European Parliament elections, Farage had already begun campaigning to raise awareness about the EU's influence on British sovereignty, setting the stage for decades of political activism. Farage was elected as a member of the European Parliament (MEP) for South East England in 1999, a position he held for nearly 2 decades. In the European Parliament, he was a vocal critic of EU policies, often challenging the Commission and drawing media attention for his provocative statements and confrontational approach. Throughout the 2000s, Farage became known for his ability to attract public and media attention. He combined a populist message with a plain-spoken style that resonated with voters frustrated by traditional politicians. His positions included opposition to further EU integration, advocacy for stricter immigration control, criticism of EU bureaucracy and perceived elite governance. Farage became leader of UKIP in 2006, serving multiple terms until 2016. Under his leadership, UKIP grew from a fringe party to a political force that reshaped British politics. In the 2014 European elections, UKIP won the largest share of the UK vote, a historic moment that established the party as a mainstream contender. Farage's strategy focused on appealing to working-class voters, emphasizing national sovereignty, immigration concerns, and opposition to EU regulations. His media presence was relentless, from televised debates to viral speeches. Farage cultivated an image of a rebel politician fighting for the real Britain. The peak of Farage's influence came with the 2016 EU referendum. Farage was a leading voice in the Vote Leave movement, arguing that leaving the EU would restore sovereignty, allow for independent trade policies, and reduce EU bureaucracy. Although he never held government office, Farage became one of the most recognized faces of the campaign. His speeches were often controversial, with opponents accusing him of fear-mongering, while supporters praised him for speaking plainly about issues ignored by the mainstream parties. When the UK voted to leave the EU in June 2016, Farage declared it a historic victory, calling it a political earthquake that reshaped the nation's trajectory. After the referendum, Farage stepped down as UKIP leader, but remained active in public life. He founded the Brexit Party in 2019, aimed at ensuring that the UK's departure from the EU was carried out. The Brexit Party performed strongly in the 2019 European elections, capturing nearly 32% of the vote, further demonstrating Farage's ability to mobilise support outside traditional party structures. Farage has also built a career in broadcasting and media, hosting radio and online shows, and appearing frequently on news programs to comment on politics. His influence extends beyond policy, shaping public discourse around nationalism, populism, and Britain's role in the world. Farage has always been a polarizing figure. Critics accuse him of promoting anti-immigrant rhetoric, using populist strategies to undermine political institutions, exaggerating threats from the EU. Supporters argue that he gave a voice to ordinary citizens, challenged political elites, and sparked necessary debate about sovereignty and democracy. His legacy is complex. A man who never held a ministerial office, but arguably had more influence over British policy than many government leaders during his career. Nigel Farage's political style can be compared to other populist leaders worldwide. Leaders who operate outside traditional party systems, yet mobilize mass movements, such as Donald Trump in the United States, Marine Le Pen in France, Matteo Salvini in Italy. Farage represents a new model of political influence, media-savvy, polarizing, and capable of reshaping national policy without ever holding executive office. From a London stockbroker to the face of the Brexit movement, Nigel Farage's life is a testament to persistence, media strategy, and the power of political insurgency. Whether celebrated or criticised, his impact on British politics is undeniable. As debates around Brexit, immigration, and nationalism continue, Farage remains a central figure in the conversation, a reminder that one individual, with a clear message and relentless drive, can change the course of a nation.